Hello, folks. My name is Melvin, and welcome. Glad to see you here. Glad to see you doing amazingly well. Let's change things up a bit. Just always sitting down. How fun is that? Just watching me, uh, kind of sit down and talk to you. Now I'm gonna stand up and talk because that's definitely more interesting. Anyways, I wanted to talk about the importance of just learning to have fun in life. Just why I think more people should start doing that, maybe. Not saying from lack of trying, but things are getting more crazy around us. I definitely do feel that. Can't go on denying about it. Simply because, yeah, no, jobs are harder. I recently read an article stating that because of the impacts of inflation, that people are looking for second jobs. And I just think that is so crazy in a society that's supposed to be as successful as the United States, for so many people to be feeling that they require second jobs. And I guess a little side tangent with that, I remember when side gigs were becoming popular, and it's a more popular conversation in where I work because I work with people who do sales. And sales is always about maximizing your time, to get the best outcome on your check, best outcome on your commission. So we've always talked about, oh, what do you do on the side? What are your side gigs? Stuff like that, so that was always normal to me. But just hearing everyday Americans wanting to find a second job, I don't know. I just don't. I don't. Something's not right about that. It's crazy. And for someone like me, I could try to find a second job if I wanted to. I could try to maximize my payment, my income. But do I want to do that? Do I really want to keep going down that path, trying to maximize how many hours I work, what I do, or do I want to learn how to have more fun? Now, one of the problems I've been having when it comes to having fun in the first place, this is for me specifically, but it's just the things I used to do just aren't as fun to me anymore. Like, I can't just play video games for hours and hours on end. There are some moments where I play video games for over an hour, and that's like impressive. The fact that I can play a video game for over an hour nowadays is insane. I can't do that consistently like I used to. So that's been changing. But I would also like to say that this kind of content has also helped with that, because I'm slowly learning to not care as much, about the quality of it. Because the truth is that I am way, 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 way behind all the creators that are existing now, all the creators that have 100,000 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers. I am doing something wrong and they're doing something right. And I just got to admit that, the content I make, the things I do, the things I talk about are just not mainstream conversations. They're not going to pay my rent. They're not going to be seen as artistic gems. And for a long time, I've always thought they were going to be. I've always thought that I can make something that could influence millions and millions of people. But I just don't think that's the truth. Not anymore. Things have changed. But it doesn't mean I can't, get out here, start having fun. Now, the reason why I'm talking about these two subjects hand in hand, the jobs and then the fun, is that it seems like we can only do one or the other nowadays. It's not the way that it used to be. It's not a simple answer anymore. It's definitely much different. People who work, they go full force. They go above and beyond. People who like to have fun, like to enjoy themselves, they do it in excess. It's an insane. They're both escapes from reality. We want to escape this harsh reality that we live in. People we're like, it's like, it's kind of like we're trying to control the future in our own hands. We're trying to, like, take control of that, but in a way that's like kind of creating a different reality for us. Because again, there's the people who play video games, man. They play for a long time. They play for hours and hours. They don't need to see friends. They don't need to see the outside world, no lighting, nothing. They just need their video games. And I can't judge. I can't anymore. Like, I think I used to too harshly. And it's, I don't know, with all the news going on, with just all the, it just, everything just sounds more dystopian nowadays. I'll talk about this for a little bit, but I hear more and more about the war, things going on there. I hear that we're investing more money into the war. U.S. troops are being trained to fight in Ukraine. That each day we're just getting closer to World War III. Not really any source of peaceful talk and peaceful communication coming through. And it's like, I don't know how to feel about that. I'm not really pumped or stoked or anything about that. I'm not very pro war at all. Like, I'm very get as least war as possible. And I understand that when your country is threatened, you should fight for it. But my issue just comes with the US's, involvement in the war. Like, is it improving things or is it exasperating it? Is it making it a bigger war? I'm not here to answer that, but just hearing that stuff on the news does mess with you. And it doesn't make the world a fun place to be in. I'm so glad and I'm so happy that my mental health is a lot better. Just recently, I felt so low recently, the past few days. And like, it hurts. Like, it hurts to finish the day sometimes. It really hurts. It's not easy, and making this type of content is kind of like it's my escapism. It's my source of fun. Me believing that I can talk to a crowd of millions, that my potential is as high as it can be. That's what they tell you when you start working in sales. Your commission can be as big as you want it to be. It can be infinity if you want it to be. You just got to work hard enough to get it. Things like that. So it's like, oh man. So yeah, just a lot of thoughts run through my head. And you can clearly tell. I talked about like 5 different conversations, all in a span of 10 minutes. But I think just focusing on the simpler emotions, I think just getting back to the basic roots of life, getting back to the simplicity of it all, the simplicity of being a human being, the simplicity of living day to day that doesn't involve thinking of the worst outcomes. And one of the best and simplest way to do that is having fun and learning how to have that fun go through each day. And the people that have done that the best in my lifetime, the ones I met, are the ones who live the simplest lives. The ones who live the simplest lives are the ones who are having the most fun, who can appreciate life for its simplicity. And again, that's something I really wish I can figure out how to do. Maybe one day I'll figure it out. But anyways, thank you so much for listening and watching. We just gotta live day to day, guys. All right. Might be worse tomorrow, but it was good today. All right. Thank you so much, folks. You guys have a wonderful day.